How's it going, YouTube? Back with another sugar-free review. This is my first Reate I've had on the channel. At least the first brand Reate. I've had a couple made by Reate. This is a PL-XT. Got a magnetic box. Their specs. Little sticker. Nice microfiber cloth. And an extra spring and a couple screws. And here's the knife. Not what you're used to seeing from Reate. This is kind of a budget knife. Well, what they would consider a budget knife. It's still $112, which is not cheap for what you're getting. Let's go over the specs. You got a 3-inch Nitro V blade, drop point. You got stone wash, and then satin flats. Yeah. Not the thinnest behind the edge. You got a 3.8mm blade stock or 0.15. And let's see how it cuts. It's an okay factory edge for a blade this thick. There was one little spot where it wasn't cutting great, but the rest was pretty sharp. Nice and even bevel too. You got an overall length of 6.9 inches. So I'd say this is on the smaller size as compared to some other knives. It's a VV Elementum Warncliffe. A little bit smaller than the Elementum. Petrified Fish Mini Beluga. A little bit bigger than the Mini Beluga. Spyderco Native. About the same size. And the Kershaw Bel Air. Bel Air's a little bit, just a hair bigger. And one other one. CGRB Ruffian. Ruffian's just a hair bigger too. Got a 3.9 inch handle, 0.60 inches wide, and the close width in the pocket from here to here is 1.1 inches. You got T8 on your hardware, all of them looks like. Yep. Got a weight of 4.05 ounces. Do have some holes, but still it could be lighter. Feels a little bit heavy for what it is, but not bad. And you do got a reversible clip. I would not consider this big carry though. And I got the green micarta version. They all have speed holes. I will say this micarta is very slick. No texture, unfortunately. But there's a ton of different colors. Micarta, G10. There's even one with the copper PVD blade. And what's interesting about this knife is that it's a pivot lock. Kind of similar to a button lock, but the pivot is the button. And it also has a lock, so you can lock it while it's open and it will not close. Has a little bit of play, but will not close. Yeah. And as you can see, it's swelled up a little bit, so you're not going to accidentally hit that button. Maybe when it's open, if you don't have it locked, you could, but very doubtful. Your deployment methods are the thumb studs, or you can open it with the pivot lock. You have a steel back spacer, no lanyard hole. And you do have a good sharpening tool. Dislikes on this knife, of course, the price. A nitro V knife should not be this expensive. I know it's Reate and they're expensive, so just how it is. Could be a little bit lighter. Don't know really what makes it so heavy. Backspacer maybe. Thick liners, thick blade, I guess that all adds up. Another one with a thick blade. Could be more slicey. But they did do a good job on the pivot lock. You don't really get any bounce unless you really hold the button in. It just barely does it then. I'm going to attempt to take this apart, show everybody the insides. I'm not going to talk much for this. Kind of nervous. I don't know how different it is from a button lock. Very interesting. I guess it's taken out. Okay. There's more to this knife than it looks like. Black G10. Didn't even notice that. Don't know how far I want to go with this. Guess I'm gonna go all the way. Slide that back, it just pops out. Looks like I'm gonna need a T6. This is the part that's worrying me. Uh-oh. Not sure what that does. Not sure what's next. Okay, very interesting. This screws off. This, I think, keeps it from coming loose and having blade play. Very cool. Now it should pop apart. Maybe. Okay. A lot of holes. And that is one unique bearing. And here's the designer, I guess, Alvin Lee. Yep, got it fully took apart. Let's see if I can get it back together. Alright, I got it back together. Everything works. So, all good. You can't over tighten the pivot. It stops when it's tight, which is really cool. Yeah, I now understand the price. It's not the outside, it's the inside. Yeah, that had to take some time to engineer all that. Very cool. Yeah, I will link this knife down below if you want to pick one up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a like and a comment, and I will see you on the next one.